My name is Karl Chapman. I'm the race director for the Wymondham 20. I've been doing that for about 4 years now. The race has been running for a lot longer than that. The club has been running races, I think, for about the last 18, 20 years. So it's a long-standing race in the sort of like local calendar. And it's also an excellent lead-up race to the London Marathon. We try and schedule the 20-mile race about 6 weeks before the London Marathon. So for those of you that are training for London, want to do a spring marathon, it's a great way to test your fitness, 20 miles, or just do it as a nice long run, as a social thing to keep your mileage up. So it is a really, really good race. This race is really popular. As I said before, it's a fantastic race for those that are doing London Marathon. On average, we are getting about 350 entries now for each race. So it is filling up really quickly as well, well in advance of race day. We don't take entries on the day. It's usually full up. Next year, which is 2011, we're going to try and raise that to 400. There is a capacity to keep increasing the numbers year on year. But it is a very popular race. We do surprisingly get a lot of people from further away because it is a great race to train for London Marathon. We can get people come from Yorkshire. For example, this year we had one guy drive down early, sort of like Sunday morning, and raced, and he went back to Yorkshire. So it is a very good race for those that live further away and those local athletes as well. It's a fantastic course. It's a new course for 2010, which is just finished. It's a 2-lap course. You go out for about 2 miles and then you join up with a lap, which each lap is about 8.4 miles. The race takes place over some fantastic countryside. Although you may be racing, it is definitely worthwhile just taking a look left and right to look at the nice open views that you've got. It starts off in the historic market town of Wymondham by the Market Cross. You go round through the town for about the first 3/4 of a mile, and you actually see the historic 900-year-old abbey as well. So it's really, really nice to see all these views before you start, and it's a nice way to start yourself off slowly into the race. Once you've done the first mile, you're out into the country. As I said before, some fantastic views. There are a couple of hills here and there. People do think that Norfolk is flat. It has got a couple of short, sharp climbs in, and it does climb up towards about 4 miles. You do climb a little bit, but apart from that, it is mostly flat, slightly undulating. So it is a really nice course. It's a fantastic race for those that want to put in a good time, because it's got PB potential, but it's also a great race for those that are stepping up to the distance for the first time. It's got a nice friendly atmosphere. The marshals are always really great. It's a well marked out course, so it is really good fun. The venue itself that we've been using as well, we had a new venue this year in 2010, the Ex-Servicemen's Club in Wymondham, which is an old theatre. So it's a fantastic place to wait afterwards. We have huge numbers of people who finish the race and do wait around afterwards, rather than just being in some sports hall or something like that. It's a great venue to chill out and relax. We have like tea and coffee and cakes and stuff afterwards, which is really nice. So it's a really, really good race in that respect. There will be drink stations on the loops, okay? So there's 3 drink stations, one at about 3 miles, one at about 6 miles, and one just before 10 miles. There will be plenty of marshals there giving out drinks in plastic cups for you, so it's a great opportunity to make sure you take plenty of water on board. So although you might not notice it on the camera, but you will start to climb just ever so little till you come onto Top Road, which is just turning past our 4th mile marker, coming up now. That's mile 12. So you turn right, and now you do start to go down a hill a little bit more now. Again, a very quiet lane coming up to mile 4. Does tend to get a little bit muddy down here, but it's a very quiet road, hardly any traffic down here at all. End of Park Lane, over this little bridge. We turn left, heading towards Deetham now. And just after this next junction we come up to mile 5. Again, this is all fairly flat, this part of the course, if anything slightly downhill. Coming up to mile 5 here. You turn left around this sharp corner. Once you get around this sharp corner, you do start to climb a little bit more again. So we're starting to climb ever so slightly here, and it does start to get a little bit steeper when we come past the pub on your left hand side. So it just starts to climb a little bit more now, past the Victoria Inn. And also the second drink station, which is on your left hand side. So drink station on your left hand side past the church. And this is all new, this part of the course now, turning right towards mile 6 on Vicarage Road is an all new part of the course. Again, it's all fairly flat now from mile 6 to mile 7. All the way down Pye Lane. Do get to the bottom of Pye Lane, you've got a small S-bend. You need to make sure you stay on the left on this small S-bend. We come onto the green, coming up to mile 7 now. Mile 7 there. And again all flat, and this new part of the course you now turn left onto Morley Road, which takes you all the way along to Low Road, which is a nice straight flat road all the way along to Morley Road. It changes into Deetham Road. So a nice straight road all the way along down here, mile 8, nice and easy on the Deetham Road all the way down. Again, nice straight open road, very quiet road, not much traffic about at all. And we're now coming into the little village of Morley. Coming to mile 9 now. Again, nice and flat. These 2 miles are really, really flat. So really from sort of like mile 6 all the way through to mile 10, a nice flat part of the course. And then we turn left onto Low Road. So left onto Low Road. And then we've got another drink station coming up, which is the 3rd drink station on this little loop. Each loop is about 8.4 miles long. There you go, mile 10. So when you finish the first loop, you'll go past 10 miles towards the end of the last loop. It's then basically another loop. So miles 11 to 18 are part of the second loop. You'll then turn right at the end of the second loop after about 18.25 miles, and then you'll come to mile 19, which is on the same road as you came out along. And then when you hit that mile 19, you've got a short hill, about 19.5, and then up after that, you're heading down towards the finish. So it is a 2-lap course, and you go around miles 2 to 10, and then miles 10, if you like, through to 18 on the second loop. It is quite a sharp hill all the way up to the top here. Once you get to the top of the hill, you need to stay left, and you've got a nice downhill all the way down to the finish. And we're going to turn right into Lady Lane, which is the lane that we came through when we started. But you're not going to go all the way through, you're just going to go to the end of Ladies Lane. We've about 200 metres to go now. We'll be flying down here for the finish. And the finish will be just here, just before the bollards on the railway crossing.